Alright, here we go, a bit of an instructional video on how to shoot this thing in the hoop very well. I always think the best thing is your footwork is one of the most important things. Always have good balance on your feet, about shoulder width apart, and your knees are going to be slightly bent because you don't need big hulking arms to get the power. It all comes from your legs. So the more bend you have, the better chance your shot has of going in. As we move up the body, you want the ball to rest on your palm, and there should be no reason that the ball should be sitting on your palm. It should just sit on your fingertips very nicely. And then side profile should have an L kind of shape with the ball firmly rested. And you just put the other hand on the side. That's more of a guide. That shouldn't be at the front, it shouldn't be at the back. Just on the side to give you a bit more stability. Then when we put it all together, bend your legs, ball, snap. You should always finish with a gooseneck on the end. That's what will give you the ball a backspin. And the better backspin you have, the better chance you'll get a nice soft shooter's roll to go in if you're just that little bit off. On the footwork, as I said, you want to be about shoulder width apart. If you're right-handed, your right foot's probably going to be just slightly ahead of your left foot. Reverse if you're a left-hander, your left foot will be just that little bit. Very important to bend the knees, because that is where you are going to get the strength to make the basket as you move further away from the hoop. A couple of the finer points of shooting the basketball, and just the little things that should help you become an average to a good shooter, is always aim at the same spot on the rim. Now myself, I always aim at the front of the rim because my philosophy is I need to get it over the front for it to drop in nicely. Some people look at the back of the hoop. It's your own personal preference, so once you decide which way to go with it, stick with it and practice, because finding that target on the hoop in a split second is imperative if you have a defender in your face. If you guys have been watching very much basketball, you'll notice the more often you can get some good arc and good trajectory on the basketball, the better chance the ball has of going in the hoop. Simple philosophy, the hoop is 10 foot tall. If the ball only goes at 10 feet, the ball is not going to go in the hoop. So when you're shooting and you're starting off and you're finding that spot where you want to aim for, get some good arc and loop on your shot. But as I've said before, that's all going to come from bending your legs, bending your legs. I often find out when my shot's going short, more times than not, it's due to my feet and my legs not getting into the shot enough. So I can't emphasize enough how important the legs are in shooting the basketball, which affects at the end of the day the arc or the trajectory you put on your shot. The kids or the beginner out there, a few points that I'll make note of that you just want to be careful of. Never have your feet too close together. Good shoulder width apart is really going to help out your base stability. Most importantly, I think, is your positioning of your hands on the ball. Don't have it in front, because you're actually blocking your own shot in a way by having your hand at the side, on the front. Remember, that's why we do these drills with one hand. That is just there as a guide, but you watch a lot of people start off with their ball, the hand at the front of the ball, or sometimes too much two hands. So, more one hand, the better shooter you'll become over the years.